Low-cost builder targets first home buyers. A Sydney building firm claims it can shave more than $100,000 off the price tag of a house with a new range of low-cost options for first home buyers. Thrive Homes, a division of Rawson Group, says it has already sold more than 30 of its new $650,000 house and land packages, which feature an off-the-shelf, four-bedroom home. That's below the $770,000 median house price of Leppington and $860,000 median price of Marsden Park, Thrive's initial two suburbs. It says the saving comes from the house itself, which costs $185,000 to build, below the typical $260,000 to $300,000 of a standard build. Thrive says that's due to revising the build process, removing the long and expensive development application process, and refining each element of the build to be more efficient, while also striking competitive deals with suppliers thanks to its buying power. Instead of the DA, which can take up to 8 weeks to pass through council, the builder has instead opted for a fast-track complying development certificate, CDC. CDCs are issued by private certifiers instead of councils and are assessed against state government rather than local council codes. Under the law, CDCs must be issued by the private certifier within 10 days of lodgement. It's cheaper and faster, but more restrictive. CDCs have been around in NSW since 1998 and were designed to make building straightforward developments cheaper, faster and less confusing. Patrick Either, chief executive of Rawson Group, said while more builders were beginning to go the CDC route, it still wasn't widespread. "We know of other builders who have got a similar recipe and certainly encourage them," he said. But the culture of project home building in NSW has been that most builders would always allow their customers a certain amount of customization. That means they have to go through a council DA process, which is fairly lengthy and also involves a bit of reworking, redrawing and recalculating in the back room for the builders, so that's what adds to the cost. Mr. Either said the Thrive Home offer was pre-designed, taking a lot of the need for customization out, but buyers could still pick and choose from a range of options including colors, facades, fixtures and ceilings. "We've designed a home that maximizes the fits on small blocks. Most of our homes are under 22 squares, then we can add our version of customization in offering lots of choices inside the footprint of the home," he said. It achieves a similar kind of customization, but the choices have already been calculated and costed, therefore when you get into the process it's already done, there's no double handling. He said as housing prices continue to increase, low-cost, off-the-shelf homes would increase in popularity. "We think it's a very large market. Everyone knows the journey of buying a home is a tricky one. It's the scariest investment of their life, so we simplify that for them. When they move into their second home, they'll be more discerning and want to exercise a lot more choice." Mr. Either said Thrive was targeting customers who are not in the market yet. "Our typical customer might be a couple on a combined income of about $130,000 to $140,000 a year who could fund a loan in the order of $600,000, he said. "The trouble for them is that big deposit. Trying to find $120,000 for a $600,000 loan is really hard work." He said NSW should follow the lead of Washington and SA state governments, which support low deposit loans for first home buyers. "There are a lot of people, in Sydney in particular, who think the bar is just too high, so we won't even ask." Frank.Chung@news.com.au